What up? Day 2 of dreads. If I were to describe it in one word, I would say that it is going fuzzily. You can see, I tried to do this video by a white wall so you could see the amount of fuzz that I have going on. I have them all pulled to the side because I'm going to show you guys how I'm doing my twist and rip. But you can see they're so fuzzy. I went and bought, where are they? Crochet hooks, 2 different sizes, just for the different size dreads. I got a 1.9 and a 1.8. Not a big difference because my dreads aren't super big or super small. So actually I did have some small ones. I redid them all except for this piece right here, which is I saved for you guys so I can show you. And so this whole section right here was probably I want to say like 6 dreads, maybe even 7. They were really small, but a lot of them were like, let me see if I can find one. They were smaller than this. I mean, they were small. Maybe about this small actually. So I decided that a lot of my right side had really small dreads, and this side had more of the thicker ones. So I kind of wanted to even it out. So I redid this whole section right here. So like I said, it used to be maybe 6. I turned it into 4. I think this is number 4 now. So I just thickened them up. Again, my sectioning isn't like perfect or anything. I just kind of sectioned them off to where it worked. So I guess I'll give you a tour first, and then I'll cut to where I do the twist and rip. So my lighting sucks in this house, but I guess that doesn't really help very much. But these are them so far. They're just fuzzy and sticking together, and you know, doing this stuff. Went out in public for the first time, but whatever, I don't care, it's fun. What else was I gonna say? Oh, last night I slept with a t-shirt on my head. I saw a tutorial about how to use it, like an old t-shirt or whatever t-shirt, as a wrap for your hair, kind of like a little do-rag. So if you guys want to, I can put a tutorial on there. It's really easy. You just put it on your head, flip it over, and tie the sleeves. But yeah, I did that to kind of help minimize some of the frizzing. I feel like a lot of this was already there last night, but it definitely got worse. So hence why I went and got the crochet hooks. I'm going to tighten those up. I am going to also try to do the salt water technique, I think. Perhaps. I need to research that a little bit more, but just to help kind of lock things up. And then I went and bought an aloe vera leaf, like one of the big aloe vera leaves. So I figure I'm going to try to throw that on my hair not tomorrow, the day after tomorrow when I have to go back to work, just to tidy things up. But I might do the salt water tonight if I find that it's probably going to be helpful to me. Otherwise I'll just do the crochet hook. I'll do the crochet hook either way. So yeah, so that's my tour. I haven't counted them yet. I probably should at some point, but I knew I was going to redo these, so what was the point? I don't know if I'm going to redo any of this side. It was really easy to comb them out, obviously, because they're so new. I did have, in my other video I said that I went and bought Dreadhead HQ products, which I really regret doing because I hate being such a, like, I don't know, a consumer. I don't know, I hate being gullible to that, which I obviously was when I was researching dreads. But I'm kind of glad that I did, because this comb, I'm not even gonna cover this up. Just having a metal comb like really helps comb out your dreads when that time comes, or if you want to resize them or whatever. So this was really like handy to have. I'm glad that I didn't send it back. I don't know what I'm gonna do with the wax. I'm clearly not putting that in my hair, but I used that and the elastics from what I ordered. So yeah. So next is twist and rip. Also, forgot to mention, my mom is now aware of the dread situation, and she's not super happy about it, but whatever, she'll get over it. She still loves me. I had told her before via text that I was researching how to dread my hair, and her response was, "What's wrong with it?" Like thinking that I was saying that my hair was dreadful, or that I was dreading like doing my hair. So I said, no, I'm researching how to do dreadlocks. And her response was LOL, and that was it. And I was like, well, can't say that I didn't tell her. She didn't take me seriously. That's her fault, right? So that was like 3 weeks ago probably, and I posted a picture on the old Facebooks, and I guess she took the hint that it was legit. So mom knows everything's cool. I mean, it's not cool. She's gonna hate him. I mean, she's gonna probably curse me out every time I, show my face. But maybe it's a good time to be 3,000 miles away for once. Just kidding, Mom. I love you. Okay, let us be dreading. So, I have this section of hair. I have loose hairs all over the place. I don't really know what to do with them. I'm just gonna let them hang out. So I have this section of hair. I can't tell you what size section it is. It's just uneven, I guess. You're not gonna be able to see it if I show you, but I mean, it goes about that wide and maybe that thin. So it's a little oblong, a little weird. It's cool. I like it. So as you can see, my hair is pretty thick, pretty frizzy. It dreads pretty easily. It doesn't take a whole lot of effort. Just getting it started is the hard part, which I'm sure you've seen in other tutorials. But what I'd basically do is the whole time I just constantly kind of bring these hairs down, because these are really frizzy under here. I have a lot of frizz. But I'll just kind of bring it all down. It's not super combed out or anything like that. So I'll twist, and then I'll take from the twist, I'll pull from the twist and rip up. And you want to get the bases really tight. That's another thing that I learned last night that I wish I really would have emphasized to my friends. I had said it, but I guess I didn't emphasize how important it was to really hurt me a little bit. I mean, it's easier for me to do because I can gauge my pain, but I think they were just being nice, which I can't fault them for that. But that's basically what you do to kind of get it started. I go from low just to kind of get it started and really you can already see it's already bunching up. But just to really get it really tight in there, to me that's the most important part, because it's hard to go back and fix that. It's hard to, if you have a loose base, how do you go back and fix that even if you crochet? I mean, eventually it'll tighten up, but I don't know. So as I'm starting the base, you can kind of see it's getting a little frizzy. I'll just kind of take some of that frizz and kind of twist it back down to about here and start really pulling it up like that. Nice and tight. I've been twisting in the same direction for all the dreads. I mean, not all of them, but for each individual dread I twist in the same direction. Just because, I don't know, I feel like that helps keep the loose hairs a little more tame. Kind of gives them some direction in life. So you can already see, I mean, look at that. Look at that. I mean, that's pretty fast. And it's tight. I mean, I can feel it all the way up at the root. I mean, it's still movable and stuff, but it's definitely getting the job done. So every once in a while, I've seen in the back combing method, they'll knot it up and then they'll back comb those knots to really get it up at the base. So I'm trying to kind of combine the two in that sense, to where once I get it a base started, I really try and really get it towards the root, just to make sure, because I mean, let's be honest, they're gonna loosen up after a while. So the tighter you have them, the less of a disaster they're gonna be after a while. So yeah, that's it. That's what I do. When I go a little bit faster, I mean, you could see that thing is dreading. And sometimes I'll go from down low. The only thing is, when you go from down low, you're gonna get more of these things. You're gonna get more of these, which will eventually, I hope, dread into the hair. But you just kind of have to gauge it out. It's kind of I remember watching a lot of these. And I mean, I get it. It makes sense, but I don't know how to relate to that. And of course I don't, because I didn't have dreads. So if you're considering it, you'll know once you start doing it, and you'll make mistakes and you'll fix them, and it's not that bad. I have a ridiculously tender head, ridiculously tender head, and the thought of combing out those 6 or 5 or whatever dreads was daunting to me. I was like, oh, it's gonna be a disaster. And I mean, I'm not gonna lie, some of them were pretty painful. I'm not painful, but they they smart. They smart a little bit. But you get over it. It's not a big deal. It only hurts for a second until you let go, and then it's like, ah, it doesn't hurt anymore. So yeah, I'm gonna keep working on this. Come back when I have it almost finished. Okay, so about halfway, more than halfway through, and I have this awful frizzy mess. Let me see if you can see it. See that? See it? You see it? So I'll just keep like twisting it like this, and then see how that kind of teams it out. I also I'll palm roll it like at the end, and every once in a while, like if it's just like getting way too crazy, I'll palm roll it while I'm doing it. So it kind of just like brings everything in right here. So I'll twist, and then I'll rip, maybe. And then what I can do sometimes too is if I rip this way, like say like sideways, I'll put it back together as it's still twisted and rip like up and down. And that kind of helps, that kind of, I guess, creates less work for you. So you don't have to keep like sitting here and twisting it. So I'll like go sideways, and then I'll go up and down, and then I'll even go sideways again. And once you start getting towards the bottom is when things start getting a little crazy. That's why I'm like trying, I don't want to like comb this out a lot, because this is good. This is good for the bottom. This is what I want. If it's super pointed and straight, then has a hard time coming together. They're really not coming together anyway, but they do come together a little bit. So I'll just sit here and keep doing this, watching the Wonder Years, you know, getting a little Kevin Arnold in. But yeah, that's what I do. That's it. There's no rhyme or reason to it. You just twist and rip. That's why it's called twist and rip. Go figure. Okay, so I'm gonna keep doing this until we get to the end. Okay, so now I'm almost at the end. The dreading gets pretty soft right about here. So what I kind of do, let's see if I can kind of angle this for you guys. What I've been doing is like I'll twist it and I'll try and like almost like back comb it up. See how it's kind of disappearing from my two fingers there? So I'm like doing this. I'm grabbing it from my other hand like that until there's like almost nothing left. And you kind of get this thing, and then I'll roll it. Roll the whole thing. Get it all together. Let it all be happy. And so like it's still not together, but I kind of do this over and over again until it kind of comes together, and then I'll rubber band it for the time being. So give it another good roll, and then I'll twist and rip again, and just like try and get that like solid dread as far down as I possibly can get it. And I kind of do like this thing where I'll just like pull some of it up. You can see that stupid sweatshirt's in the way. I keep wearing dark on these videos and never really clicks that it's kind of a bad choice. I'm trying to show you dark hair. Okay. So yeah, that's, I mean, it's not dreaded, but it's like at least knotted pretty well. And so like all I have left is this little guy right here. So I'll just do that again. Do this kind of motion. I don't know if this is what you're supposed to do, but whatever. Works for me. Get a nice little poof ball, and then I will like kind of palm roll it a little bit. So I'll have this guy and my thumb and put them together like this. And I'll roll it in there, almost like to where it's like folding back on itself. And then I'll kind of fold it and try to like palm roll that together a little bit. Again, I get that this isn't actually like dreading it, but it's kind of helping it come together a little bit so that when I rubber band it, I'm not just rubber banding straight, you know, combed through hair. I'm at least rubber banding like knots together so that it helps them lock up, you know? You know? So, like that. And then I'll take one of these fancy elastic bands, rubber bands. I guess they're elastic, I don't know what they are. They're little black bands. Like so. Put them down as far as I can without like thinking they're gonna come off. I don't know why I'm showing you this, like you guys like need to see how to put a rubber band on a piece of hair, but whatever. The more help, the better. When I was watching videos, which I still do, I soak in pretty much all the information I can get. So I don't want to like strangle the ends, but I want them to be secure. I want them to be tight. So I kind of end up with like these little like loopy doopy things. I don't know if that's what I'm supposed to do. Maybe you guys can like give me some tips on that. Some of them are more like straight, like this one doesn't really loop back, but a lot of these like looped. Some of that was me, some of that was my friends. I don't know, I hope that kind of helps it knot on itself, but really like it's rubber banded to itself, so it's like it's not gonna knot that much. It might knot into the rubber band, but once I take the rubber band out, whatever. I'm just trying to keep it together for now. So yeah, that's my last one. So at the end, I try to do a nice like solid palm roll. And at the base, obviously, you can see like that's like the hardest part to palm roll, to like get those little frizzies in, and that's why separating every day is so important, I guess. I'm gonna get those bad boys in there, but yeah, see, it's not too bad compared to what it was before. So I'll do this a couple more times. I'll even like go through and like kind of like twist things down. I hope that when I put the aloe vera gel in there, that it kind of helps that mat together. Again, I have really thick frizzy hair, so I don't think I'm gonna have too many problems with the actual dreading process. I think like separating and congos are gonna be like the problem for me, which I don't want congos at all. So yeah, that's my last one, and I guess I can give you guys a little shoesies. What we got going on? I gotta count these guys. I gotta count, see how many. I don't think it really matters. I don't really care. But some people would like to post how many they have and stuff. If I take this off. Yeah. So again, the lighting's like not good, and I apologize for that. But and look how tiny this one turned out. I'm not really sure why that. It's thick at the top. I might have to redo though. Only two. I don't know. Maybe I won't. I don't know. These are just my bangs. It's not frizz, but I have this one. It's like really loose at the base and really loopy. Oh god, look at that. Hold on. Get these guys in control. Whatever. You can see how like loopy and loose that is. And again, I don't know, maybe I did that one, but it may have been because I like pulled it forward and did it, and then when it went back to its natural position, I bet you that's what happened. I feel like I did do this one because it's a thicker one. So that's something to keep in mind. Like really like put it in the position that you want to do it, because I think I was pulling this one forward because my arms were getting tired. And then when you put it back in its like position, because like I guess it kind of almost goes away when I pull it forward, but when I put it back, see that? Whatever. They're gonna chill out. They'll figure themselves out. God, my bangs look awful. I probably should have fixed that. But yeah, there they are. There they are. I like this side much better with having them redone. And this side doesn't have like tiny ones like that side really did. So I'm happy with it. So now to crochet all of these. More Wonder Years all night. Alright, stay tuned.